Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches 7. We are on to day 25. This one is in combination with Christmas in March. And the sketch was chosen by Shannon from She's Crafty for Shannon and Kathy, who is Scrappy Kathy's challenge accepted. So I'm not gonna lie, this was the most challenging sketch for me out of all of the sketches this month. I struggled immensely with it. There was something about the blockedness of the separate photos and then flowers popping up, and I could not wrap my brain around it at all. And so I actually had to go I have a separate Facebook group, so if you are part of the YouTube community that is creating these sketches ahead of time, I have a separate one so that everyone can see the sketches without kind of giving them away for anyone else who's playing. And I just asked them, I'm like, if you're willing, please show me what you've done. And so many of the lovely ladies' layouts that you're going to see today, they shared with me what they did, and that really helped me. And then I saw a lot of people are combining this with Christmas in March as well, and so having it as ornaments, that was a huge light bulb, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect. So honestly, I am ignoring the fact that there should be 2 clusters of something. Sketches do not mean that you need to have what is there is what needs to be there. It needs to be a jumping off point for you, and you take it however you want. Follow it exactly. Just take one little element from it, whatever you want. I ended up doing the element part to it. So you can see if I rotate this would simply be those flowers popping up. And I just went with that, placed my photo and my title. So it's definitely, pretty an abstract take on the sketch. However, I'm so pleased with how it turned out in the end. But this poor layout went on a bit of a journey. I got these cut files from the secret, or well, I'm not sure if it's even Secret Non Secret Cake Club or just Christina, so Redefine Creative. For the past couple of years, she did an advent calendar. And I had saved up both the first year's and last year's little pieces here. I'm not exactly sure who they're from. They look a little Paige Evanesque, but they also look like Virginia from Confessions of a Paper Addict. So I honestly do not know where they're from. I got them from that. But originally, this piece, and this piece actually all came in a strip. And my plan had been, and there was multiple, it fit the whole page. I had planned to put them all at the top and then have these larger pieces dangling down, like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. However, I think I was talking to my mom on the phone or something, and I walked away from my area, and I know to push things away. Barrett is getting taller now, so he can reach farther into my desk. So I pushed things away, but apparently I didn't push the cut file away enough, and he grabbed it and ripped it up, and I was devastated. So you can actually see right here, he got this one. I had only backed these ones, and this one was waiting to be backed. I had glued it, and I just needed to cut it. And he ripped this. And I threw it all in my little bowl, and I'm like, nah, what am I going to do now? But I took a step back and I thought about it. I brought the pieces that I had already used, and I was like, you know what? I can make it work. And then this is where this kind of came into play. I did love how there was already kind of stitching lines there. So I emphasized that from where they're hanging with doing a little bit of the chain stitching, and I'm actually pretty happy with how my chain stitching turned out on most of these. This one is the best one out of all of them, but I struggle with chain stitching. I don't think I do it correctly, but I think this one turned out pretty well, so I'm happy with that. I also then went in with some sequins just for some bling. I like that final, it just needed something. And so I felt like these ones, they're very opalescent, and so it just works. And then I left a space at the bottom to put my title. So I just titled this Merry Everything and Happy Always. This photo, family photo, is just a quick snapshot that we took. This was actually on New Year's Eve. We took this photo, I believe, but it kind of just represents our family photo for the holiday season, I felt. So I just went with that. And I'm not, this one doesn't need a journaling or anything. I actually think this may be the last layout for my 2020. Every once in a while, I will do like a wrap up layout. We'll see, but this is probably going to be the second to last or the last layout. So there's going to be no journaling. It's just going to be that final wrap up to this particular year. I did also manage to go ahead and do a visual triangle of wood veneer. That makes me happy. So I have my little family people there. I have this little heart geotag, just something on the top of the tree. I just needed a third piece, to be honest, and that fit nicely. And then I covered the star with the star. The collection I used was from the Create Paper line. It was 2 Christmases ago, and I cannot for the life of me think of what it's actually called. I'm so sorry, but I did use that. Oh, I can probably pull it up. Hold on. Oh, and of course I don't have the thing on the top. This video is a rough one, guys. What is this called? Snowflake. It's called Snowflake. Okay, so there you have it. That is my day 25. I struggled. There's just no other way around it. So I'm happy with the final results. This is a good, I like almost when I struggle sometimes, because it's a good reminder even to myself that it's okay. And it's okay not to like every sketch that you see. Like, you don't have to, this series is not meant for you to actually have to use every single sketch. You do not have to. It's more of find the ones you're really inspired by and create with them. If you are trying to follow along because you're doing it on Instagram or YouTube along with me, you take the element that inspires you or that works for you and you work it on a layout. Sandy from State Goddess is amazing at doing that. It will look nothing like the sketch by the time she's done, but she's taken an element from the sketch to get her going. So there's a really good person to check out if you want to see something like that. Yeah. And the other one that I find I personally love to watch her, to see what she does, is Crystal from Pineapple Papers. Now, she has been along 30 Days journey with me for the past like 4 rounds. I mean, she has almost been there with me, with the exception, I think, of the first and possibly the second, but even then I think she might have played around. She's been with me every single day, basically, through all of it. And she prints her photos in 4x4 4x6. She has larger photos and she will blow up a sketch to make it work for her. It's amazing. I love watching how she creates. It's just so inspiring. So there's a couple people to check out if you're trying to do the same thing, like maybe something you're struggling with and you just want to see a different take on the sketch than exactly what you see in the sketch. Those are 2 that I highly recommend you check out for that particular part of it. I obviously highly recommend you check out everyone because all the layouts are just amazing. This has just been such a fun series. So we have 5 days left. I got the hard one out of the way and I will see you guys back here tomorrow for day 26. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye.